This is the Daily Fire for April 16th. I am Mark Stewart. Some of you noticed that I have spent very little so far, yet I'm in the running. And if you look very closely, as some reporters did, I have raised zero intentionally. There have been people who've asked to donate. We turn them away. We do encourage mildly donating to some good funds that will help people in Connecticut. I don't need the help. At least I don't think so. Here's what would be revolutionary if we make it into office, or even if a candidate like me gets that 10% number. 10% from an outsider, unheralded, not raising money. You know what that does? That 10% is so significant because whoever does win, it's going to be close, and then with that divided by not much, Republican, Democrat, they need the independent 10% in order to legislate. That's when we have real power. Look, a lot of powerful influences have happened by parties that never got elected. The Tea Party is a fairly recent one. Probably the most significant were the progressives of a century ago. Everything that they wanted got enacted within a 40-year period without electing a single governor, without electing a single president from a progressive party. So, we have the chance at a 10% level to do very good, and at the 50% to do monumental greatness. How good will it be if that happens with untraditional fundraising? Minimal. Number one, it cuts out all of the supposed need for clean campaign finance and allows our state for sure, and probably any state that looks in, to get rid of these stupid elections laws. Next, it gets rid of the look that many do of how much have you raised as being indicative of how good you are, or even indicative of how popular you are. There's a little bit of popularity in there, but remember, high raises in big amounts show a popularity to a very elite group, and often ones that want to use that money to influence people. So, to be elected without any of that means this is a population that wants to throw out those bums. No influence needed to govern well. Finally, what's beautiful is a candidate who can get elected without making promises to donors is free to govern correctly. A candidate like me, if elected, can say you to donors that want you to do stuff, because I don't have any donors. The state is so much better off if we ride this to victory. So it may not be here. It may be another candidate who is more adept, but still skinflint on the spending. I'm an example in my campaigning of how I would govern. If I can hold my own very frugally, you can expect that in governing Connecticut.